Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another Halo Infinite weekly update video for week number 108. So we finally got the cherry on top to cap off a great season with Firefight King of the Hill. The one thing that I've been waiting for since the beginning of Season 5. So it's finally here. We still got another month and a half or so for this season to be done with. But overall, I'm liking everything that we've got. I think it's the best season yet. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would probably agree with that. But let's go ahead and move on to obviously the content. So multiplayer, this is obviously the biggest thing right here. So we got Firefight King of the Hill and Firefight Heroic King of the Hill, with the only difference being obviously Heroic is going to have more difficult enemies. So that's the only thing that's really different. I think you get some more XP by playing that, but it makes it a little bit harder for you to capture the hills, and I'll explain that a little bit more, I guess, coming up. Now, if you do want to play Legendary King of the Hill Firefight, then you have to go to custom games for that. It's not available here on the playlist. Now, on top of that, 343 announced that they are not getting rid of Halo 3 Refilled, that it's going to be a staple playlist, meaning they have no plan to remove it. Now, the other thing that they added is over here. We got Team Snipes. So this week we got Team Snipes in here. I believe it would probably stay for about 2 weeks. That's usually what they do. So if you like Team Snipes, obviously get your fill of it for the next 2 weeks and you should be good there. Now I want to explain a little bit of information that I've kind of sourced for Firefight King of the Hill, just in case you don't know. It's basically just for playing and finishing a match. You don't have to win it, but just for playing and finishing it, not backing out halfway or anything like that, you'll get a small amount of XP. And on top of that, you'll get bonus XP for winning, which requires you to capture at least 3 of the 5 hills. Then after that, each hill on top of that you go ahead and capture will be even more XP that you get. Then killing Banish will award you an individual player score, which obviously gets you some XP. And then having skulls on will give you even more personal score at the end of each round. Obviously, the more skulls you have on, the higher the stack. Now, from a couple of friends that I know that's been playing it since this morning, they let me know that the amount of career rank progression that you get from playing King of the Hill really isn't as much as other ones. They still recommend that I play Husky Raid or Big Team Heavies. Those are the two that they recommend playing. Obviously, the one that you could do better at is what they're basically saying. Go ahead and check out. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and move over to the Ultimate. So the Ultimate is a power of display backdrop. And in order to get it, obviously you have to complete your 10 challenges. And then you have to complete challenge number 11, which is killing 5 enemy Spartans with power weapons. Now from there, we're going to go ahead and go over to another section, which is customization, because we got a lot more cross-core coatings, whether they're for your armor, your weapons, or your vehicle. A lot more became cross-core with this mid-season update. So one of them I want to check out to see, because I have not looked at it to see if it actually became, is the World Championship 2022. So I'm looking for that one, because that's the one that I want to actually get on other armors. I want to see how good it looks, because that to me is one of my favorite coatings. So as you can see, there's a lot of cross-core ones. Gladiator's Edge really should be cross-core, but basically what happens with cross-core is if they make it cross-core, you automatically get it for everything. So you'll get this for every single one of the, the armor cores. And so even though I believe it's for most of them, it would mean that they'd have to come out with one for the newer cores that we had gotten after this coating had come out. Let's see, this one, Grey Hunter, actually looks pretty cool. I'm going to set that there. But the one that I was actually looking at is right here. Halo World Championship 2022 Victory. Actually did not change that coating. There we go. Some reason it had a glitch there. It was showing the other one. But this one I'm actually looking forward to when it actually becomes cross-core, because basically I paid for it for one core, and if it becomes cross-core, it's going to give it to me for every single one of my cores. Now, the one thing I did want to mention that a lot of people did point out is that some of the items, if you purchased it and you only had purchased it for one of your weapons, it automatically gave you it for all weapons, including the bandit rifle. So you might be seeing that happening across the board. I'm not exactly sure if that was just a mistake, it was a one-off or what. So that is being reported that it is happening. So make sure to check out some of your favorite coatings to see if you have them available for some of your other weapons, vehicles, or armors. Now with that out of the way, we only got one more thing left, which is the shop, which is all repeats. Very disappointed, all repeats. So again, I'm not really going to say anything here. I'm just going to go ahead and click through them kind of quick. You kind of see what's on there, and you go ahead and check them out like usual if any of this is anything that you're interested in. So you see those. Most likely, if you're like me, you would have purchased the ones that you wanted already, because the sale prices don't really seem to be that great. I mean, if you wanted it, then hey, it's all good. But other than that, they're not that great of a price that it's like, oh, now I got to get it. But again, that's just me. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you found it informative. But until next time, play a bunch of Firefight. Assassinator's out.